Composting is the process of breaking down organic items such as food scraps, manure, and other biodegradable materials into nutrient-rich soil that can be used to fertilize plants and gardens. Composting can be done on a small scale, such as in a backyard compost bin, or on a much larger scale, such as in a commercial composting facility. Or if you have large animals, it can be done on your farm if you have a backhoe. This horse manure compost has been churned many times in the last 2 years. It is well broken down and ready to go onto the garden beds to add nutrients to the existing soil so that the vegetables I plant this year can produce lots of food for us to eat. We add about 4 inches of compost to the garden every year. If we did it all with a shovel, it would be a back-breaking, time-consuming job. But using the backhoe to top off the beds it can get to makes it a much easier job. Because I have many garden beds that the backhoe can't get around, we still have to move quite a bit by hand, but not nearly as much as if we had to do it all. Turning compost with a backhoe is a method of aerating and mixing compost on a larger scale. The backhoe is a powerful excavating machine that can scoop up and turn large volumes of compost quickly and efficiently. To turn the compost with a backhoe, the farmer will first drive the machine to the compost pile and then use the bucket to scoop it up and move the material to a new location. He will need to make several passes to ensure that all of the compost is evenly mixed and aerated. And he will turn the compost pile about 4 times each year until the manure is completely broken down and ready for the garden. This is cow manure that is piled up in one place because the farmer was feeding the calves in hay rings while they were being weaned. And with cattle, what goes in one end comes out the other end, usually at the same time. After the calves are weaned and all the cattle are together, he unrolls the hay, which serves 2 purposes. They waste less hay and it spreads the manure out across the pasture rather than having it concentrated in one area. While this does decrease the amount of compost we can produce, we have plenty. But the cattle drops the manure, the rain and the free-range chickens break it down and spread it around so it can fertilize the entire pasture. This increases the grass production. The Dewey's hay unroller is a type of equipment used to distribute and unroll hay bales in a pasture or a field. This unroller is permanently attached to the truck, but we have another that can be hooked up to the tractor. To use the Dewey's, the farmer first loads a round hay bale onto the unroller. Once the bale is secured, he uses the hydraulic controls inside the truck to rotate the bale until it is setting on the ground. Then, while he drives forward, the hay unrolls. The farmer unrolls the hay on different parts of the pasture every day so that the entire field gets fertilized. Thank you for stopping by the old Mayfield place today. Stay healthy, spread that compost on your garden, and have a blessed week.